How is everyone doing today? Or as I should say, this night. And you can notice a difference in the good old Elfster's reloading room. Let me get the good old chat boards up here. And man, have I been busy testing here for the last week or two. And let me just make sure my sound is working here. And Eagle Eye Shooting's rolling in the house first. And man, I have been testing and testing and testing not only this fx120i V3 auto trickler unit, and I'm about to drop some varget powder here, but you can see I got this Forster coax press all pimped out. And I mean, when I say pimped out, I pretty much got the best of the best on everything here. And I think I got it tweaked out, but I'm still doing some minor adjustments, especially with the fx120i in regards to fine tuning it. And I want to get settings for both you guys in regards to the original setup with the trickler tube. And I also have a reducer here, and you guys are about to see this in the edited video, and I'm going to have settings for both of these. If you want the ultimate precision, you don't mind a few extra seconds, maybe a couple seconds longer, you literally want to see every single spec of varget or H4350 drop out of that trickle tube, I have this reducer here. But if you want the ultimate speed, you might want to stick with just the regular trickler tube. And tonight, I'm just going to drop varget, 23.8 grains of varget, with the regular tube and not the reducer. And I'm going to show settings in regards to both. What works best for me in regards to using the reducer and not using a reducer. And I have this completely pimped out. I'm not going to spill all the beans. I want to save a little information in regards to what I have going on here. But there's a lot that I have done behind the scenes in regards to getting this set up. Not only with a level granite base here that I have adjustable legs, but I've done a lot of things here in regards to the enclosure. Obviously with the trickle tube and the trickler, I got some wire harness set up so I don't break the pins off the back. And there's a lot of things I'm about to show you guys in regards to setting this up quick and fast and easy. And like I said, I don't want to spill all the beans tonight. I want to save some of this for the edited version. And like I said, I got the tweaked out, pimped out, modded out coax press here. And right now, I just did about 50 rounds the other day with some 5.56 ammunition and varget. And you can see on my iPad, I got 23.8 grains of varget loaded up on the Bluetooth app for the fx120i scale here with the V3 auto trickler combination. And so far, I'm super impressed. So tonight, I'm not going to be using the reducer. I do want to show you that for the ultimate precision. But Eagle Eye Shooting is rolling in the house. He says, I'll get one of these very soon. He's saying, always wanted to know how much variance is a kernel of powder like varget. And this will measure varget, and it's about 0.015. And H4350 is actually a little bit more than varget. It's about 0.25, about 0.23. And I can actually measure that. And I actually have, I'll quick show you that. I actually have some H4350 here. And you can see on my pans, I actually got two. That's another one of my mods here. And I got both of these to weigh the exact same amount. So I can drop powder twice as fast, as you're about to see that here. But you know, I can open up this H4350 and see if I can get one speck of H4350 out here. And let's see here. Here's one speck of H4350. So no way you guys are probably going to see this in the live feed because this doesn't focus at all for the live feed. But you can see here I could throw my pan on here. Oh, I already got this set up to drop. Let me stop this thing here. And no joke, that's how fast it is. And we're talking 7 seconds, 23.8 right on the nuts. But let me stop this here. It's about 6 or 7 seconds to drop this. I got this thing tweaked out. This is about as hyper fast as I can get it. And this is a new pan too. So I'm trying to get the static electricity out of this thing. But let me stop this. And I do have a spec of H4350 in here. So I'm going to put that little spec in here and let's see if it registers. Get this out. Oh, I got more than that. I had some varget in there. So like I said, this is a new pan. I'm still trying to break out the, trying to get rid of the static out of this thing. So let me grab another spec of H4350 here. So here's one spec of H4350. I'll make sure this is zeroed out. So it says 0. Let me get you a little bit closer here. So I'm going to pull this out and put one spec of H4350. I don't know if you guys can see this little spec of H4350. So it's in the pan there. That's all that's in the pan. And it's about, it's a little over 2. It's like 2.5. So it's going to register 0.02 or 0.04, at least on this, because it's a 0.02 accuracy. You know, it is that crazy accurate. And let me grab another piece of varget here. I'm in H4350. And I'm just going to zero this out here quick. So I got one spec of H4350. And yeah, it's a little over 0.02. And like I said, I'm still playing around with this. This is all new to me. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. And I figured I'd drop some varget powder here with you guys tonight. And Brian saying, do you ever see inconsistencies in the prefers you use? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking there, buddy. Jerry Parker saying, smash that like button. That's awesome. Please smash that like button. Like I said, I got a ton of modifications done to this, and I'm going to keep that for the edited video. But I figured I'd drop some powder for you guys here, and I got 2 pans. I got them to weigh the exact same amount. So 800.28. So I'm going to put that on here. And I got another one. I put a little piece of tape here using the good old X-ray tape method. And I got this to weigh the exact same amount. So should zero out there. So like I said, I'm still testing this out. So let me take this one off. Now this thing is ultra sensitive to just breathing on it. So I gotta be careful not to breathe on this thing. So like I said, I just got this pan and I'm still tweaking things out here a little bit. So you can see that this one does weigh a little bit more. So I'm going to shave off just an ever so slight a bit. And when I say a little bit, it's only that much off the handle. And it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So let's drop some varget powder here. Like I said, I want to save some of this for this edited video. But yeah, this should be pretty fun. So let's drop some powder and let's see what else is rolling in the house here. Idaho Rogers MC's in their house. Good old Eagle Eye Shooting. Jerry Parker and Thomas Tech is in the house. And like I said, we got a bunch of modifications. I'm still tweaking this out, still playing around with it. And I figured I'd have you guys join me dropping powder for 50 pieces of brass here. So So I got 23.8 grains. I don't know if I can get that close on that iPad. Entered into the iPad here. And let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer here. And like I said, I'm not using the reducer tonight. I do have settings for that if you want ultimate precision. And now this is more about hyper speed, hyper mode. See how fast I can get this bad boy to drop powder. And it's pretty insane. It does overdrop once in a while. This is about as fast as I can get this damn thing to go somewhat consistently. So let's see what we can do here. So I'll hit tap to set target. Yeah, it's no joke, under 6 seconds within 0.02. So let's try that again, and it should auto drop. Let me reset this. You guys can see this, and it's pretty insane. Like I said, I'm still playing around with this. I'm still testing. Let's try that again. So this is what I would consider hyper mode. It's about as fast as you're going to get it. That's 9 seconds. So that's 5.84 seconds. Now see, it's within 0.02 accuracy. If I really want to be anal, I can give this a little bit of a twist. And you can see one, that's why I got the clear top lid. So you can see literally one speck of sorry, this is varget. Varget just dropped out, so 23.8. And I'm about to show all these mods and settings and how I get this set up ultra fast for dropping powder like this with and without the reducer. So that was 6.61 seconds within 0.02. Like I said, if you want to be really anal, I can drop one speck of this, and it's about, there's one speck right there. So 23.8. Let's try this again. So that was 8.27 seconds. This is live. I'm not BSing you guys. This is without the reducer. I would consider this hyper mode. So that was 5.81 seconds within 0.02 accuracy. Let's do a couple more here, and then we'll drop some powder. And I'm going to show you with both pans how stupid fast this thing is. So that one was a little under 10 seconds. So that was 5.65 seconds within 0.02. And like I said, this is considered my hyper mode settings, and I do have this reducer with its own different settings. I made setting cards for both of them, which I'm going to just briefly show those. So I'm going to show you these settings with and without the reducer in the edited video. I don't want to spill the beans, but I got a bunch of wire harnesses. I got special static guards. I got a granite top here that's leveled, the glass top. Like I said, I got the reducer with and without the reducer. So let's do this once more just for shits and giggles, baby. And I got this hyper mode at about, I would say 6 to 7 seconds, I guess. Right there, 6.24 within 0.02. Now watch when I kick it in the high gear with both of these pans. It is insane. So let me get this timer out of the way and read some of your questions. And I'm gonna get some something to drink here because I am thirsty. And you can see I got the pimped out coax press, and that video is coming here too. So let's see what else we got here. So sorry for ignoring some of your questions. Looks like you have a meth lab going on. Todd said, actually, that's awesome. You know, some guys call me the mad scientist. You know, X-Ring's asking about fluorescent lights, cell phones, Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. You know, I think it was an issue back in the day, but, you know, I'm not totally concerned about it. You know, if you want the ultimate precision, you might want to, you know, get your cell phone away. And I got my cell phone, of course, right next to this damn thing. But Jerry Perk saying tinfoil hat maybe helps. I'm not overly concerned about it. And one thing I wouldn't have is old fluorescent lights that have a ballast in them. I would definitely keep fluorescent lights or anything that has a ballast in it. I'd probably keep those away. But hey, let's drop some powder. I'm going to drop 50 pieces of 50 total drops of varget at 23.8. And like I said, I got both of these pans here weighing the exact same amount. So let's get going on this. So I'm going to put one of these pans in and make sure this is zeroed out. Like I said, this is all new for me. And let me get you guys a little bit closer here so you can see the goods. Of course, I could leave myself enough room here for putting the pans in and out. All right. So like I said, this is on hyper mode without the reducer. I got other settings. If you don't mind a couple extra seconds, right around 10 seconds, if you want to see individual specks of varget come out of this thing, or H4350, and I'm going to cancel this. I'm just going to make sure that this is zeroed out. And wait a little bit. I'm going to remove this. So this pan weighs roughly about 800.28 or 0.30. It's right around there. So I'm going to hit tap to set target for 23.8. So I'm within 0.02. I'm happy with that. That's literally one speck of varget here. So while I'm dropping this is already dropping within roughly 6 to 8 seconds. I think it's been averaging. So it's within 0.02. So it's within 0.02. Like I said, if I want to be anal, I can spin this a little bit. Just dropped one there. So just went a little over. So that was literally one speck of varget. And you can see with the double pan method, this thing is insanely fast. You know, it's already dropping powder at roughly 7 to 8 seconds. And with the double pan method, you can fly right through this. So sorry if I'm kind of missing some of your comments here. Obviously I'm dropping powder, so I got to somewhat concentrate. But I just want to show you guys live, a no BS live setup of this in hyper mode without the reducer. So all within 0.02. That's literally one speck of varget pretty much. So this, in theory, should be dropping within, so that one dropped a little over. So like I said, this one's not as consistent as the reducer, and you're going to see the reducer here in the edited video, which pretty much eliminates all overdrops. So no joke. I mean, that was 6-7 seconds. Cam 413 is rolling in the house saying hello, Todd. Hello, everyone. Other Tim Davis is rolling in. Jeff Allen's rolling in. We got 23 watching right now, and we are dropping live varget with a hyper mode, no reducer setting. And this is all about to roll in here soon in the edited video for you guys. So I'm happy within 0.02 of my target of 23.8. So within 0.02, and this is for my AR. This is for my AR that I'm going to be using on that lollipop target. So within 0.02, so we're talking one speck of varget here, my friends. This is it say with the double pans weighing the same amount. Doug B is asking, is 223? Yes, this is 556. So within 0.02. So this is programmed to stop within 0.02 of the target of 23.8. And it's insanely fast. We're talking 7-8 seconds per drop. And with the double pan method, you're not totally cutting that in half. And I'm going to show you guys here how I set this up within seconds using a bubble level, a mini bubble level in the edited video. I'm going to show you my exact settings on what I did to achieve this hyper mode, what I'd like to call with no reducer. And I have a whole another set of settings with the reducer that adds about a couple seconds, but it's insanely fast. You literally get to watch every single speck of varget drop out. Now that one dropped over a little bit, so I'm going to dump that one back in. So you do get, I would say 1 out of 10 might drop over by 0.04, which really isn't that big of a deal. We're talking maybe 2 specks of varget. You know, with a charge master, that'd be totally acceptable because you would never know. But I wanted to show you guys live and no BS dropping here of how awesome this is with the settings. And like I said, this is coming up here soon in the edited video. I'm hoping to have that done by the weekend with both the hyper mode here with no reducer and the precision mode that adds a couple seconds with the reducer. You know, if this is for a bolt action shooting a mile, you might want to put the reducer in, get the utmost accuracy, you know, suck up the extra. So that one's a little bit over, so I'm going to drop that one back in. But you can see in hyper mode here, it is insanely fast. And then you add the double pans that weigh the exact same amount. Man, you are flying right through this stuff. X-Ring is asking, hey Todd, have you noticed a drop in SD or ES with your reloads? And like some of you guys know, I used to chronograph back in the day. I just don't chronograph anymore. I stopped driving myself crazy. I might get back into it, especially with that lab radar. I might get into it. I just stopped killing myself with load development, and I just get to the point where now that one tremendously overthrown. So you can see the reducer with my precision settings. Once I show you guys this reducer here, so here's the reducer. I'm going to show you that in the edited video and the settings that I use. It's not as fast as this. You can see once in a while you get some overthrows. So I want to give you guys an example of both hyper mode here. I'm going to make sure I don't have any overspill. No, good there. So this is just an example of hyper mode. And then in the edited video, I'm going to show you with this reducer. It's just stupid fast. So this is just AR ammo. I'm not totally concerned about it. So yeah, X-Ring, I'll have to get back to you if I ever do get back in the chronographing. I just don't drive myself crazy with load development anymore. I just go out to the range and have a good time. That's about it. I should, and I know a lot of guys think I'm crazy, but hey man, if the group's good, that's all I care about. And so, all the kerosene looks like you're cutting some illegal substances. That's so funny. At least I'm giving you guys a no BS live, unedited feed here. You guys can see exactly what's going on, how stupid fast this is within 0.02, literally one speck of varget. One speck of varget's roughly about 0.02, 0.03. So I'm gonna, after this one, I'm gonna back you guys up a little bit so you can see my beautiful face. So I think you guys can still make out the digital readout. You can see the pimped out coax here. We got the limiter, so this will go all the way back. I got the LED UFO lighting, the easy access linkage, and I have a new shell plate coming that is gonna completely pimp out this coax press. So I'll make sure I got enough room for myself to drop powder here. So actually saying, so playing devil's advocate, Todd, wouldn't a BR thrower be faster than? Are you saying like a bench rest rifle thrower? I guess I'm not totally sure what you're saying there, my friend. Make sure I'm right on this right one here. Yeah, bench rest powder thrower. I don't know. I mean, this is all automated. I mean, literally, I can stop this, punch in a different grain weight, and it's totally there. Other than I have to play around this setting right here on the thrower. But I mean, we're talking within, in this hyper mode, roughly 7 to 8 seconds. And kick in the 2 pans, and man, you are flying through this. Like I said, if you want the ultimate precision, you literally want to see every single speck of varget or H4350 powder drop out of that tube. Like I said, I got this reducer and I have settings for that, and I'm going to show you guys that in the edited video. But I wanted to do this live for a reason, to prove a point. I love proving points. I want to show you how fast this thing is. And this is probably right on the edge of how fast this thing can be. Like I said, this is within roughly 6 to 7, sometimes 8 seconds per drop. And I am just cruising right through these 50 pieces. And it doesn't matter if I'm dropping 23.8 or if I'm dropping 43.8. I'm going to tell you here with my settings here in the edited video how much I drop initially from the target weight. And that's got to be just right. And I'm going to show you with my settings in this edited video. I don't want to spill all the beans. I do want you guys to watch the edited video, but I have special settings for using a bubble level, for getting the tilt just right on the trickler within seconds and repeatable within seconds. How to level this, get this just right with little static as possible with a piece of granite like this or synthetic countertop like Corinthian. And there's a setting, there's an adjustable slide lever on the back of, oh, of course, I'm not paying attention here. I got a double throw. You're gonna watch myself save myself because I'm blabbering here, not paying attention. How I'm gonna save myself from a double throw. This is called experience, my friends. Hey man, you know, at least you know it's live. Maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing here. You're not getting a little varget on your bench, you're not reloading, I guess. Crisis diverted. You can tell I've done that before. I think we all have, haven't we? Look like a little varget on your bench top. Sorry if I'm not answering your questions as fast as I should be. Like I said, I'm dropping powder. I need to pay attention, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to show you all these settings, how I get this to drop within 0.02 of the target weight like I'm doing here within roughly 7 seconds. Let me quick read some of your comments here. USMC saying, I may have missed it, but what are the odds that both pans weigh in 0 the same? And it takes some serious time and effort to get this little chunk of tape to make this pan weigh exactly the same amount. And I'm going to show you that here in the edited version of literally how much a sliver, when I say a sliver of tape, makes a difference. I mean, we're talking hair thin, can be 0.02. And no joke, it is that sensitive. Let me finish this up here. We don't have much left to go here for 50 pieces. But yeah, you can get it right on the money there. Idaho Rogers USMC, and you can see how much faster this exponentially increases your drop rate. And with giving credit where credit's due, I got this little tip from X-Ring, and that's what he does with his pans. He puts a little bit of tape on this, and both these pans were so damn close, I didn't have to add much to it. I mean, we're literally talking that much tape, and that's it. You can see as I'm pulling one out, I'm throwing one in. And while I'm dropping the powder here, that fx120i, the V3 combo, is doing its thing behind the curtains. And you can see within 0.02 grains of accuracy, which is pretty much one speck of varget powder. That one did overthrow just a little bit. So, like I said, I got a very edited version of this review coming, showing you how to set this up and what I did for not only this hyper mode, but with the reducer. If you're just joining us, here's the reducer. And man, it's awesome to see individual specks of powder roll out of this thing within roughly, I would say 9 to 10 seconds. If you want the utmost precision, shooting a mile or such. This is just for ARs, so I don't mind being within 0.02. And be honest with you, this will probably be sufficient for a bolt action mile-long shots in itself. Like I said, we're talking one speck of varget powder here. So we got 11 more to go. So yeah, good old X-ray saying that and a combination of tape on the pans to get them the exact weight, and that's exactly what I've done. And you know, I was gonna shave a little bit off the handle here because they are made out of 3D printed plastic. But I figured I'd just do the tape just so I could tell the difference between the two for some weird reason. And I just don't want to keep on shaving plastic off these handles. So Jeff Allen saying never even thought about the two different scoops not measuring the same. That is crazy accuracy. So yeah, this is crazy accuracy. Not only that, but crazy stupid fast, man. You guys are witnessing this live. So we got 32 watching. If you guys got any questions on reloading or this setup, I don't want to spill all the beans. I want to keep some of this, how I set this up, mods. I got some other things underneath here that you guys can't see. I don't want to spill all the beans, the level, even the shroud out and cushion that. So I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to show you the settings that I have on the trickler slider in the back. How I made this level top, keep the static electricity away from this scale, and to make this as level as possible before I even level the feet out on this scale. But yeah, you guys are watching the mad scientist in action right now. So Richard Stevens saying, what is a trick when you drill the hole in the side so you don't crack the plastic? And I have a video of that. Matter of fact, that is the intro video to the edited version that's coming up, and I actually got that on video. We actually did that with a CNC machine. A good old buddy is a mad scientist on a CNC machine, so he helped me put that hole in the side. But I think what you could do, and I was going to try and do this, but he had offered to help me, is get a brand spanking new spade bit and put your drill on the highest RPM and actually spin it backwards and melt through it, but be slow about it. Don't ram it through. Just let the weight of the drill and the brand new spade bit melt its way through that plexiglass. And I was going to do that, but my buddy said, let's throw that on my CNC machine, which you're going to see that here in the edited version. So hopefully that answers your question there, Richard Stevens. So that one did overthrow a little bit. So I would say roughly, I don't know, 1 in every 20, we're getting, I wouldn't even consider that an overthrow, 0.04 over target. With a charge master, you wouldn't even know that. But if you're going for within 0.02 accuracy, literally the weight of a speck of varget or H4350, I'd say this hyper mode setting that I got is pretty flippin' awesome. So Lakeview Outdoors is rolling in saying GGW reloading. Thomas Tech saying, did you use a power conditioner on your power supply? No, I didn't. I might get one, but I'm telling you, I don't know if I need one. I think with this granite countertop that I'm using, keep the static away. I know some guys do that for clean energy. It definitely doesn't hurt, and I would advise getting one. I just don't know if I will. I mean, you guys are witnessing this right now. Within 7-8 seconds, within 0.02 grains of accuracy, literally a speck or two of varget, and that's it. We're done. I think we might have had what? I'm going to say 3 or 4. And I wouldn't even consider them overthrows. There was within 0.04. So I wouldn't consider that an overthrow. With an AR, you would never even notice. Especially if you're shooting at 600 yards or less, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. But like I said, I'll get this back out here. We'll just do some more fun here live. And it was 9.2, so 9 seconds. That was literally 5 seconds. I could probably let this cool down a little bit, settle out, but you can see it's 0.76. It keeps on hovering 7.6, 7.8. Now you're gonna watch. You can see it's 7.6, 7.8. That's why I got this clear lid, so I can see if I want, I can spin this manually. Let's drop 1 speck of powder. So you can see it's settling out 7.6, 7.8. Let's drop 1 speck of varget here. There's 1 speck. So it's 7.8. So let's drop 1 more. It's 1 more. So literally, yeah, see 2 specks brought it up to 8.2. So we're talking within 1 speck of varget powder, my friend, in regards to 0.02 accuracy. 1, 2 tops. No joke. I think for $490 on the scale, .88 seconds. Well, I wanted to do this live because I love proving points. And I want to make sure you guys don't think I'm editing bullshit or any other things like that. I got an amazing video to show you guys where I got this from Data Weighing Systems for roughly a little over $1,000 shipped for the scale, the autotrickler.com V3 package. I have this tweaked out with the 419, and you can see how sensitive this thing is. I mean, literally just doing this. It's that sensitive. And I, no joke, had to put duct tape, or not duct tape, but foil tape on my overhead duct because it was leaking air and blowing air on this, and it was throwing it off. It is that sensitive, my friends. And that's why I got this heavy Corinthian top here with leveled out feet. And I'm going to show that to you all. The base, the leveling of it. I have cushions underneath this enclosure. I cut down this panel. I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to show you how I cut the hole on the side with the CNC machine, but I got an option for you if you don't have that with a drill. I got the Area 419 clear lid on the top. I got wire harnesses in here that I purchased aftermarket to hold these wires, so when I'm emptying this, that the pins don't get broke off. I'm going to show you how to zero this with this 100 gram weight, and obviously I'm going to show you guys that reducer, and it's all going to come together. I'm going to have settings for both. I'm going to show you both. And then after that, once I get past all that, I am going to go over the pimped out coax press. And man, we got everything from the limiter the UFO lighting, and we got a new shell plate coming, and we got the easy access linkages, and I'm going to show you where I got this, who I got this from, what the price is, and how to install it. All that is coming up, my friends. So if you got any questions, let yourself be known in the comments here. Let me quick read some of you guys' comments here, because I've been blabbering for a little bit. Obviously, I got to pay attention when I'm dropping powder. But all the powder levels look consistent. And let's see what we got going on here. Jeff Allen saying, we trust you, Todd. X-Ring saying, great topic, Todd. Thanks for taking the time to show everyone. And that's what I'm all about, is spreading my knowledge. And I hope you guys spread that knowledge on to the next generation. I know Rogers USMC saying, anyone to buy a kidney. Like I said, they don't exactly give this away. It's shipped for a little over $1,000 from Data Weighing Systems. But just like I said, you guys watch this live, no BS. What I consider hyper mode, and I got settings. I wrote them down. I'm just gonna quick show these without reducer, with reducer. And I'm gonna go over all that and how I set that up using a mini bubble level, and the settings I have for both with the reducer and without the reducer. So if you want the ultra precision, and I've tried it and it's freaking awesome. You can literally watch a speck of powder dribble out of this thing. And I have different settings for both. So if you're shooting super long distance, you want the ultra precision, you don't want little to no overdrops, underdrops, this is the route to go. If you're loading up for an AR, just like I'm doing here, with, to be honest with you, within 0.02 accuracy, be fine for a bolt action. Also within 1 or 2 specks of varget powder, I consider hyper mode without the reducer. I got that too. I got your backs covered, my friends, and I'm going to go over all that here in the incoming video. And I would highly suggest checking out my good friend X-Ring's channel. And not only is the guy crazy intelligent, really smart and anal like myself, but he has a diamond scale. This scale is roughly $490. It's a lab scale, and it has within 0.02, 0.00 accuracy. Now, on the other hand, X-Ring's diamond scale, which is, I believe, roughly $2,200, $2,500. So we're talking over 4 times the amount of, for just the scale. We're not talking the V3 combo package here. Just the scale is 4 to 5 times more expensive than this, but his has a resolution of 0.000, I believe, and X-Ring can confirm that if you can jump on the chats here. And that is the ultra precision. And but you know, I think this situation, if you want something as an upgrade to the charge masters you can usually get for, you know, roughly $335, $350, a good deal. Sometimes you can find it under $300. You're not going to get the speed, you are not going to get this precision, in my opinion, like I just shown you guys. A no BS live feed for you guys, and I purposely planned this before this edited video so you guys know I'm not BSing you. And if I can measure 1 spec of varget or H4350 at roughly 0.02, at least you know you're dropping within 1 or 2 grains, actual, not grains, but actual specks of powder. And in my opinion, and what I typically use, a varget and H4350 are the most popular powders out there. And if that's the case, and if I can do that within 7, maybe 6 seconds, and then kick in 2 pans that weigh the same, playing with fire, my friends. Who else we got here? I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anyone. Good old Otter is rolling in the house saying, great info, thanks. Bald and Curious, not to mention his bench is suspiciously clean. Aliens, I tell you, like I said, I'm the mad scientist, man. See here. Eric saying, is Elfster secretly a predator? No, I'm just super anal. Actually, I'm saying yes, but sometimes I think it's a little too much resolution if there is such a thing, and that's a good point. It's a good point that X-Ring's making there. Um, sometimes if you're the actual spec of powder of H4350 is roughly 0.025, so roughly around there. Varget is roughly about 0.02, maybe about 0.019-ish, somewhere around there. You can see if I'm dropping powder within 0.02 accuracy, you know for a fact that you're dropping at least within 1 or 2 specks of actual powder, not grains. And that is awesome. And I think this is money well spent. And like I said, I'm going to show you how to do this with and without the reducer. Well, actually, saying is, well, he's got to go, guys. Still working on my setup for the cart this weekend. You guys would laugh your butts off, and I want to see those rims spray painted gold. You and good old Izzy your 6 covered. I'm looking forward to that. So, like I said, this video is coming. It is awesome. I'm going to show you what I did, how to set it up within seconds, within under a minute on both the reducer and without the reducer. What I did. And this is also coming, my friends, with the coax. And I'm also eventually going to do a live reloading event with all of this coming together, dropping my knowledge with you guys, sharing my experiences with you. Well, I hope you guys learned something. I know I'm learning. If you're not learning in the reloading room and not continuously learning in the reloading room, you're not doing it right. And we learn from everyone. I learn what I consider some of the best out there in regards to like X-ring, eagle eye shooting, Gavin tube, Johnny's reloading bench, High Boy. Watch those channels, learn from them, learn from me, combine all that into your own adventure. And do me a favor, please. Continue that knowledge onto the next generation, because that is exactly how we are going to protect our rights. Your vote and someone else's vote against you only goes so far, and eventually that vote is going to get canceled out. And the true way to protect your vote is to pass on that knowledge. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and if you do, continue to scratch my back, and I'll continue to scratch your back with this amazing content by not only subscribe, like, and share, hit that notification bell, become a Patreon. It helps out more than you know. And I will see you guys in the next edited video showing you all my knowledge dumped into this thing and the insane amount of testing I've been doing on this for the last 2 weeks.